Let me tell you a quick story. A friend of mine, David, dropped out of college because he couldn't afford the fees. He thought his chances of getting a good job were over. He spent months applying for jobs and kept hearing the same thing. You don't have a degree, but here's the twist. Instead of giving up, David decided to try something different. He took a simple online certificate in IT support. Just a few months later, he landed a job paying more than most of his friends who finished school. The truth is, today, you don't always need a degree. What you need are skills, and the fastest way to prove your skills is by getting certificates that companies trust. So, in this video, I'll share 7 basic certificates that are in high demand right now. I'll explain why they stand out, why they're worth it, how much you can earn, and how to get them. And to make things easy, I'll rate each one from 1 to 10. Stick with me. By the end, you'll know exactly which path might be best for you. Quick disclaimer: pay depends on where you live, your experience, and the company. It can be higher or lower. Before we jump in, let's talk about why certificates are so powerful. Employers want proof. A degree used to be the only proof. But now, certificates have become a faster, cheaper way to show that you actually know the skill. And sometimes people get these certificates for free using websites like MindLuster. Link is in the description if you want to check it out. They're also flexible. You don't need to quit your job. You don't need years of study, and most don't cost much compared to college. Most importantly, companies are desperate for people with these skills. They don't care if you learned them in a classroom, online, or by yourself. If you have the certificate, it shows you can do the work. Now let's get into the 7 best certificates. First up, Google IT Support Certificate. Think about how many businesses depend on computers every single day. When those computers break, when networks crash, when emails stop working, someone has to fix it. That's where IT support comes in. This certificate is designed for complete beginners. You don't need to know coding. You don't need any past experience. It teaches you how to troubleshoot, set up systems, and support users. Why does it stand out? Because it's created by Google. Employers trust Google, and they know this certificate means you've learned practical skills. Why is it worth it? Because IT is everywhere. Hospitals, banks, schools, and even small shops need IT support. How much can you earn? Entry-level jobs start around $35,000 a year, and with some experience, you can easily hit $60,000 or more. How to get it? It's online on Coursera, and you can finish it in 3 to 6 months. That's why I give it a 9 out of 10. It's one of the fastest ways into tech without a degree. Next is the Microsoft Office Specialist Certificate. Now, this may sound simple, but hear me out. Every company uses Microsoft Office. Excel, Word, PowerPoint. These tools run businesses. So, why does this stand out? Because if you're a pro in Excel, you save time and make data clear. If you're great in PowerPoint, you make your boss look good in meetings. These small skills make you valuable. Why is it basic? Because you don't need to learn programming or technical stuff. It's everyday office work, but at a professional level. How much can you earn? Admin roles start at about $30,000 a year. But if you specialize in Excel, for example, you can move into analyst roles paying $50,000 or more. How to get it? Microsoft offers official exams. You can study for a month or 2 and take the test online or in person. I rate this a 7 out of 10. It's not flashy, but it opens the door to office jobs everywhere. Number 3. Project Management Certificates like Google Project Management or CAPM. Every business runs projects, launching a product, running a campaign, building software, even planning events. And projects fail all the time because they're not managed well. Why does this stand out? Because project managers are problem solvers. They keep things on track. And businesses can't survive without people who can organize teams. Why is it basic? You don't need to be an expert in coding, design, or marketing. You just need to know how to manage people and deadlines. And the certificate is affordable compared to the fees you pay in school. Pay range? Entry-level coordinators make $45,000. Per year, with experience, you can move up to $75,000 or more. How to get it? You can take the Google Project Management Certificate online in about 6 months, or prepare for KPM through PMI. I give it an 8 out of 10. Because if you're organized and like leading, this is a powerful path. Number 4 is digital marketing certificates from Google, HubSpot, or Meta. This is one of the hottest fields today. Why? Because every business wants customers online. They need people who understand SEO, social media ads, email campaigns, and content marketing. Why does it stand out? Because you can apply these skills anywhere. Companies, small businesses, even freelancing. Why is it basic? Because you don't need advanced math or coding. You just need to understand how people behave online and how platforms work. Pay range? Beginners start at $35,000, but with skill, you can move into $60,000 or higher. Freelancers often charge $20 to $50 an hour. How to get it? Google, HubSpot, and Meta all offer free or low-cost programs online. I rate it an 8 out of 10. It's flexible, creative, and in huge demand. Number 5, data analytics certificates like Google Data Analytics. Look around. Every business collects data. Sales numbers, website visits, customer feedback. But the question is, who makes sense of that data? That's where you come in. This certificate teaches you Excel, SQL, and data visualization. Basically, how to take numbers and turn them into insights. Why does it stand out? Because companies make big decisions using data. If you can explain the numbers, you become valuable. Why is it worth it? Data analytics is one of the fastest-growing fields. Pay range? Entry jobs start at $50,000 a year, and with experience, $80,000 or more. How to get it? The Google program is online with projects you can add to your portfolio. I rate this a 9 out of 10 because it opens doors to serious career growth, even if you start with no background. Number 6 is cybersecurity certificates, like CompTIA Security Plus or Google Cybersecurity. This one is huge. Every day, hackers attack businesses. Companies lose money, customer data, and trust. So they are desperate for people who can stop cyber threats. Why does it stand out? Because cybersecurity is one of the most in-demand skills worldwide. The job market is exploding. Why is it basic? You start with the fundamentals: understanding networks, securing passwords, preventing attacks. You don't need advanced coding at the start. Pay range? Beginners start around $60,000. With a few years' experience, you can easily make $95,000 or more. How to get it? CompTIA Security Plus is a global standard. Or you can take the Google Cybersecurity Certificate on Coursera or MindLuster. I rate this a 10 out of 10 because it's high pay, high demand, and gives you long-term job security. Finally, number 7, HR certificates like SHRM or HR Fundamentals. Every company needs people. HR professionals handle recruiting, payroll, and employee support. HR means human resources. Without HR, no company runs smoothly. Why does it stand out? Because it's people-focused. If you're good with communication and organization, this could be a great fit. Why is it basic? You don't need technical skills. It's more about people management. Pay range? Entry-level HR roles pay $35,000 and can go up to $55,000 or more. How to get it? SHRM offers certifications, and there are many online HR courses available. I rate this a 7 out of 10 because while it doesn't pay the highest, it's stable and always needed. So, which certificate should you go for? If you love tech, go with IT, cybersecurity, or data analytics. If you're creative, choose digital marketing. If you like organizing, project management. If you prefer people-focused work, HR. Don't try to do all 7. Pick 1 or 2 that match your interests. That way, you can focus and start applying for jobs faster. A few mistakes beginners make. 1. Chasing too many certificates without applying skills. Companies don't want a paper collector. They want proof of action. 2. Ignoring projects. Certificates are powerful, but when you show real projects, you stand out. 3. Waiting too long to apply. Don't wait until you're perfect. Even while studying, start applying for entry-level roles. So there you have it. 7 certificates that can get you hired without a degree. They're basic, affordable, and highly in demand. Some can take you to $35,000 a year. Others can push you into $90,000 or more. The key is choosing the one that fits your interest and getting started today. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these 7 in-demand certificates are you most interested in? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more career tips, and share it with a friend who's looking to level up their career. Let's grow together. Because the truth is, your future don't depend on a degree. It depends on the skills you choose to learn today. Want to crack the money code? Check out The Psychology of Money to learn how your mind impacts your finances. Watch now. See you in my next video.